If your Fusion platform is linked with your MIS system, you have the option to bring your parents in from your MIS system. This makes managing your parent accounts very simple. Once the parents have been synced with Fusion, you simply send them to this URL, where this bit here is your own school name. If you're using a different URL for your Fusion, the important thing is that you use the /newparent after your normal web address. Parents will then be taken to this page where they enter their email address, and this needs to be the email address that you have on your MIS system. So long as this email address and that one match, the parents will be sent their login details for Fusion. There's not much left that you need to manage. Go to Manage, Parent Portal, and here you will find a list of all your students with any registered parents that are registered against that student. Each child has a unique master login associated with them. If your Fusion platform is linked to your MIS system, you should not give this to parents. There's only one exception, and that is if a parent from another school in your group who has children in both schools wants to add their child to their app for the other school, then on request from that parent you can give them the master login. For existing parents, there are parent login slips here which will remind the parents which email address they used to register with the system. And if they haven't changed their password, it will also show the original password. You can, if you need to, deactivate parent accounts by ticking them and choosing Deactivate at the bottom. The only other thing you need to do is to manage what parents see on the parent portal. So this is a parent logged into the system, and they click on their child to get an overview of Fusion. This is giving parents a view-only access to that child's Fusion account. So the parent can go in and choose William's homework, and they can see what homework needs to be done. Logged in as admin or admin manager on the system, you can control which of these buttons parents have access to. So go to Manage, Feature Manager, and here's a list of all the various tools and functions in Fusion. There are 5 columns: admin, teacher, student, parent and guest. So what we're interested in here is the parent column. Parents will only have access to these tools and features if they are ticked. It's always best to start off with fewer things switched on and gradually open things up as they're needed. The most common thing that's used is homework. So if I go down to homework, I can see that it's switched on here. And I can of course choose to switch that off just by unticking. When you're happy with your selection, go to the bottom of the page and update your settings. As a school that's linked to the MIS system, you're also able to control data for parents that comes through from your MIS system. So if you go to Manage, School MIS, Data View Settings, scroll down to Parent Portal section, and you can see that we can have reports, timetable, attendance and behaviour all coming through from your MIS system. And you can enable or hide these as you need. You can also disable them with a message explaining why they're disabled. For behaviour reports coming from your MIS system, you can choose whether parents only see positive behaviour reports or whether they can choose negative behaviour reports. Also, you can decide whether parents can see the teacher that made the report and whether the parent can see any comments that are stored against that behaviour report. Your school can also choose to hide new behaviour reports, just to give the school time to check things before parents see them. For the term reports or end of year reports, the reports will show as HTML5 web pages, but you can choose whether parents can see them as Microsoft Doc or PDF documents. And you can also filter the reports so that parents can only see reports with particular text in the titles. So that's how to manage parents and the parent portal on your Fusion platform. when you're linked to an MIS system.